Hey guys, just wanted to do a little, filming today, and I thought I would take a trip down memory lane. I'm at Pasadena in town right now at my old childhood apartments, which is 465 East Pasadena Street. So let's take a look at it, eh? Right there, as you can see, there's an apartment for rent. The apartment that we lived in was right there. Apartment 1. Everything is exactly the same. And the sidewalk, this tree had always been here. And it's all, it was like that when I was a child. And then over here across the street, that was my friend's house. Keith and Melissa, I can't remember their last names, but they had an older sister named Debbie. We used to go over there and watch MTV on their big screen TV. But yeah, all the trees are still here. I remember playing frisbee in the street right here. And let's go take a look around the side. Old man John used to live over there in that house, and it was in pristine condition. As you can see now, it looks all worn down. And this place over here used to be I think a refrigeration place, and there was a brick wall across here, and this is where I learned how to ride my bike when I was a kid, because it was a huge parking space. And all right, let's go around the apartments here. The old mailboxes are still here. I remember I used to come out here and check the mail. And yeah, the dumpster is still in the same place. There is apartment 2 right there. That is where my Uncle David lived at one point. And then he moved out, and then a guy named Kerry lived there. And that's the guy I used to play frisbee with. Apartment 3 right here, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a black guy, and he used to make stuff on his porch right here. And then Carlos and Giovanni used to live in apartment 4 up there. Apartment 5, I can't remember that guy's name, but he always drank beer. He always had Budweiser. And then there's also apartment 6 up there. That's where Timmy and Timothy lived. That is the apartment that is currently for lease right now. There's the dumpster. As we go around, I remember we used to play up here on that balcony. There was our parking spot 1, and it still has the little things inside of there, which is really cool. Last time I came here about a month ago, and I just stopped for a little while, and I didn't really, there's the gate that goes along the side, and that's also where that AC unit is sticking out. That's apartment 1. But yeah, me, my sister Stacy, Timothy and Timmy, we used to come up here and play all the time. I used to pretend like this was a stage and play air drums up here. Oh my God. And that was Timothy and Tiffany's bedroom window right there.
Cool.
Yeah. And yes, my grandma Barbara used to own these apartments, but now they're owned by a guy named Larry. I forgot his last name. But anyways, wow, there's the laundry mat, or the laundry section. Man, what memories. Yep, And since we're in the neighborhood, I figured I'd go to a couple of more places. So, with that being said, I will walk over here for a second. Yeah, there's the apartment again. But yeah, over here, this was old man John's house. And he was a really cool dude. He used to invite me to his family Christmas dinners with his family and whatnot. But this was Keith and Melissa's house. This front gate did not exist here. They also had an older brother. I can't remember his name, but I remember one day he was out here in the front yard blasting Toto. He was playing Rosanna, and he would like throw his ball up against the house right there and just catch it and just listen to the radio outside. And man, I just remember a bunch of these old memories around here. And this street always had awesome trees in it like that. Very cool stuff. But yeah, we're parked over here. I'm gonna take a walk and then we'll come back to you. All right. All right, guys. I'm on the corner of Bolton Town. There's actually a Walgreens and a McDonald's here. But right here, where this parking lot was, there was a Pup and Taco right here. That Walgreens back there, I don't know. Like, it wasn't there. But Pup and Taco was more up here in this area. That liquor store over there across the street, that was there. Me and Stacy used to walk there, get soda and candy and all that stuff all the time. And right here where AJ Super Pawn is, that was the infamous guitar store. I went there. This was my life. My life. I lived in that store. So we're gonna head over there. People are probably looking at me like I'm an idiot, but they don't know me and I don't know them, so guess what? I don't care. But yeah, this was the guitar store. I kind of want to go in there. Do we have masks? All right. Well, the liquor store is down there. I'm gonna not film in here just because, but we're gonna go inside and I will see you shortly. Yeah, guys, that was pretty cool. We just came out of this pawn shop, and it's you know, a pawn shop, but it used to be the guitar store. And man, how nostalgic that was. It was crazy going in there, because there's still drums and guitars and all that stuff in there. But I wanted to show you this wall right here. This wall is the side of the Guitar Center facing on town. This used to be all black, and there was a big mural painted on here. There was a moon, like a banana moon, and there was a lady sitting on the moon with her legs crossed, and she had a guitar in her hands. And that was a big mural of the guitar store right there. It was super awesome. But anyways, we're gonna continue on down this way, and yeah, I'll get back with you in a second. All right, I'm back at you. Right around the corner from the guitar store here, we are on Center Street, and this is where my best friend in school lived. His name was Chris Jackson. You know, it's gonna sound strange, but there's like a big house here, and well, a big one here too, but I can't remember which one he lived in. So I'm gonna film both of them, because they both had the driveway like that. And this one's like really Victorian looking. I don't think it was this one, but I can't remember. I think it was this one, which is 471. But I'll film this whole section. But anyways, here's this one right here. As soon as you turn the corner, it goes to that one. And then this would have been, I'm pretty sure Chris Jackson lived in this house right here. And now that I think about it, I'm almost positive now. And yep, and that window right up there on the house upstairs was his bedroom. Yep. And his mom Jill, and he had a stepdad named Ralph. They had a motorcycle shop in Pomona. But I stayed the night in this house plenty of times, and I remember one time staying the night here. I went to use the upstairs bathroom, and I'm peeing away, and I turned around and I was looking towards the bathtub, and their python, they had a 15-foot python snake, and his name was Monty, and he was in the bathtub. It scared the crap out of me. I jetted out of there. But his cage was downstairs. He had a huge glass cage that they would keep him in downstairs, but they would take him out sometimes and put him in the bathtub upstairs. But he used to terrify me. But yeah, that was Chris Jackson's house. And yeah, we're gonna continue on here. And now I'll let you go and we'll see where else it takes us. All right, guys, I thought I would come back and film the walk. We just left like Bolton Town, so now I'm going to turn this around and film the walk back to the apartments. Yeah, right here where that, I don't know what you would call it, a church or something or whatever. Kind of ironic, but that was a mortuary. Yep, that was a mortuary, and this gate was not here. It was wide open. And yeah, this old building on the corner was there with all the rocks and stuff. I don't remember what it was right here. I do not remember what that was, but yep, this was the street over here, and there's the apartments again. But yeah, this was a mortuary over here. And like I said, this gate or fence or whatever wasn't here. It was all open. And it just feels so weird to be over here. And the cool thing about it is that the building, like the apartment building, looks exactly like it did in the 80s. Same color, same style, same everything. The only thing that I could see that changed was that window up there on the top. That was my mom's bedroom window. And that whole wall right there, that whole thing used to be one big window. And when we lived there, that window actually got broke. And they had to replace it. But over the years, well, after we moved, you can tell that they've replaced that window and put a significantly smaller one in there. Now, if I walk along the side over here and I go up there, that was my bedroom window right there where the fan is. So, and there used to be like two big trees that stood up over there. And yeah. So, but all these trees have always been here. This sidewalk has always had impeccable shade. You know, when we went to elementary school, that was the way we went, right there. And then we would make a right. And yeah, it's been an adventure over here, that's for sure. It's fun taking these trips down memory lane, and it just brings back so many memories. I mean, I've sat on this concrete path, just chilling in my front yard and hanging out with my friends right here across the street, playing frisbee with Carrie in the street. Me and Stacy and Keith and Melissa all riding our bikes, Timothy and Tiffany. It was crazy, and it feels like we've came back to a time machine, because it's the same. It hasn't changed. It hasn't been like, the outside hasn't been renovated or anything, and that's the cool thing about it. And I could still see the bathroom window up there. That's where our bathroom was, up here. Yeah. That was my mom's room. That little tiny window was our bathroom. That was the front door. That fire extinguisher was there. But yeah, wow. What memories, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get out of this area, and I'm stoked. It was totally cool coming over here. And thanks for coming along with me, and we'll see you. Alright guys, I'm in another location here. This is really blowing me away. We're at my grandma's house on Lexington, and it is way different. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and show that. This was my grandma Howard's house. This fence was not here. That wasn't there. I wish I could go in the backyard, because the backyard is very huge. But this house right here has so many memories. And then I had a friend, Tony, that lived across the street. But after my grandma was gonna move out, my Aunt Imogene and Uncle Roger bought this house. And man, it has changed. But yeah, that was my grandma's house. So different. And then there's Sanborn. I had a friend, Brenda, that lived in that house over there. And my friend Tony lived in that house across the street. So yeah, I just thought I would bring you back in this part of the neighborhood as well. So that's Reservoir up ahead in Lexington. But man, it's so nostalgic to be over here. I'm kind of getting a look in the backyard, like through the fence. It would be hard to get on camera. But man, so many memories in this house. So many. But yeah, there she is again. Yeah, this like I said, this fence right here, it wasn't here. I mean, a lot has changed over the years. But yeah, all right guys, we'll see where the next adventure takes us. Bye. All right guys, I'm probably at my last stop today for the little nostalgic tour here. And now I am at my Aunt Imogene, my Uncle Roger, my cousin Chris, my cousin Eric, and my cousin Nick's house in Chino, California, which is 13248 10th Street. There it is. That was the den right there in the front. It went all along the back there. That added on section was another den that my Uncle Roger built. And yeah, I remember when Grandma Howard passed away, we came here and we did family pictures in front of this tree right here. So yeah, this was the house. Wow, how beautiful. It still looks. Yeah, this was my Aunt Imogene's house. Do you live here?
Yeah, my brother-in-law. That's his house. I'm sorry. Hey.
I'm Darrel.
Hi, nice to meet you, Darrel.
And when my grandma passed away, we came to my Aunt Imogene's house here. We took family pictures in front of this tree.
Oh,
and
awesome.
they sold this house and they went to Tennessee.
Texas. Oh, Tennessee. That's what it was. Yeah.
They were the Horn family, right?
Yep.
Aunt Imogene, Roger, Chris, Nick, and Eric. Those are my aunt and uncle and my cousins.
This is my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house. They've owned this one for whenever they sold it to them.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, they told us the stories about them. And they beautiful stories too.
Yeah. And I'm just vlogging. I just came from my old house, my grandma's old house.
That's awesome.
And this is my last stop, and I wanted to film the house. And I'm going to put this on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be under Darrel Corey.
Well, I do vlogs too as well. I do vlogs on Instagram. If you want to maybe, I don't know if you have your phone. Your phone.
I have a pin in the truck, but all right, guys. Well, that's the end of this thing here. That was my aunt's house. I actually met one of the guys here. It's his in-laws' house or his sister's house or something. But all right, man, that concludes this tour of the nostalgic family things. And thanks for coming along, and we'll talk to you later.